Okay, seems like the feed is going through. Always interesting to see if it works first attempt. The command board seems to be up. Just waiting for the video. Are we live? We're live. Cool. Okay, well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Shield Monotype Challenge video. Potentially the last one in the series. Hey there, Sass. Very likely the last one in the series. At least as per my plans right now. Let me explain what's gonna happen today. So, today we are going to, well, we're going to start out with, I'm waiting for Vox to be ready, because I will be doing a quick trade with them for something that we are lacking on our Pokemon roster, that is unavailable to me due to what I picked for a starter. That would be Rowlet to be exact, because I figured, hey, we've come so far, and why not get that on here, then we have all the ghosts. Because after that, I spent from Sunday until yesterday grinding through lairs to find the 3 legendary Pokemon and then transfer the locations over to Vox, so Vox can then help me get them here. So we don't have to do a ton of like 12, 20 hours of lair exploration to find them. We'll get them today, all 3 of them. And once we have them, it's basically over. So just a matter of when Vox decides to drop by. For now, I believe there should be a cutscene when we exit the Max Lair, actually, that I forgot all about, because we technically unlocked... Yep, there we go. We unlocked something. Hey, Maddie. Maddie, Hexmatic. Oh, I'm tired today. I'm gonna be stumbling over my words and sound incredibly drained, so my apologies about that. It's the weather, in part. Ugh. At last! Hello? Hello? You there? This is Hexmadiac's Rotom phone, right? No. Ah, sorry about that. Looks like I've got the wrong number. Though your voice does sound awfully familiar, I've got to say. Hang on. Maddie, it really is you, isn't it? You're as bad as up, you rascal. Sorry, guess I should have said who was calling you, eh? It's me, Leon. Sorry if I took you aback. But rest assured, that can only be a pretty good reason for me to call you out of the blue like this. The former champion of Galar has a favor to ask of the current champion. And that's you. Come on over to Winden Stadium, and I'll tell you all the details. I'll head over there myself now, and I swear, I won't take any detours or get lost. Oh, hey there, Vox. So, whoa, right, I'm online, so there's people. Are you ready for a trade, Vox? You should have a very special egg ready for me. I'd assume. I'm gonna probably just trade over the snowflake, because I don't need it, nor am I allowed to use it anyway. Oh yeah, we caught Zapdos and Heatran, I forgot about that. But yeah, I'll probably just, no, I will just give you the snowflake. Where is it? Evis, good. Okay, here. Yeah. You released the egg. That would be, if you could do that, that would be interesting. Hey there, Katie. Okay, I will just set up, are you ready for me to set up a link trade? Vox. Because then I will do that. So, as I said a bit earlier, we'll start by getting this egg, I'll hatch it, and then we'll train Rowlet until it evolves up to become a Decidueye. Because that's when it finally becomes a ghost type. Oh, Katie, my boxes are so empty in this one because I barely have anything. You're ready, cool. What that? Okay, I need, one moment. I need to keep an eye on a different chat than normal. There we go, because for some reason... Oh, it just took a while to pop up. Okay, cool. We'll just do this one for code. You know, the usual for this. when we do the layers, and then there's no one watching other than us anyway, so I'd assume that no one should be sniping you. But yeah, Katie, actually, yeah, my boxes are really organized on my casual file as well. I've sorted them by Pokédex numbers. Here, it's just sorted in, these are the ghost ones, and these are the ones I'm not allowed to use. So, Gal, TJ, and Ryan, oof. I don't like Ryan has a lowercase r, that bothers me. It's the little things. And now we wait. Because the 20-second delay and all that. I wish there was a way to minimize delay a bit more on YouTube, but I don't think there is from what I can tell. So, it's fine. Bum, bum, bum. I was about to ask, I am online, right? Yeah, of course I am, otherwise I wouldn't be getting those icons. Duh. Yeah, it's not gonna be an eventful stream. I think we'll pop by. Can you find something else to do for 10 minutes? Oh, yeah, I can. Sure, Vox. That's fine. I will just do what I was about to say that I'll probably do at some point. I'll just do that now. We'll head over to Winden Stadium and get the rest of the cutscene with Leon. Want to check something real quick. Yeah, it's not exactly organized anymore because I had them by level previously, but like you're level 30, so you should be like down here while you're level 50. It doesn't matter. But yeah, what we're gonna do over at Winden is that we're gonna be invited to. Well, you'll see that in a moment, actually. Why should I waste my time explaining when I can just show you guys? Hey? No way, your membership ran out today of all days? Wow, what are the odds of the timing? Okay, well, if you do a year subscription, at least you can now put it as a reminder in the calendar. Oh wow, what are the odds? Well, look who we got here, it's Leon. Maddie, you made it! Come on, follow me to the battle court. We can talk there. You're ready, right? Oh yeah, am I gonna be battling now? I don't think so, right? Alright, then here we go. This is what we've all been waiting for. If we do end up in a battle, I guess we'll just do that. That wasn't part of the plan, but... I mean, why not? It's content. Well, you know what I mean. Look at that, the whole crew. Hey Maddie, so he called you here too, eh? So many gym leaders. Yeah, there's so many strong Pokemon trainers all gathered together in one place. This is gonna be amazing. I've been real busy with my studies, so I actually turned Lee down at first, but, well, that brawl of mine doesn't give up easy. Forgive me for intruding when you two seem so intent on leaving the rest of us out. Hey, you're Ari, right? The Master Dojo? As I would expect from one related to the former champion, you clearly have an elegant mind and formidable memory. An elegant... what? I have redoubled my efforts, my training efforts even, since my last defeat at your hands, you see. And my efforts were rewarded gloriously. You are looking at the chosen leader of the Psychic Gem. Hey, congratulations, mate. Well, our gym is still in the minor division, but you can feel free to praise me some more. It's perfectly deserved, of course. That's amazing. I hope you'll keep working towards reaching the major division. Hop. Rest assured that I will bring my best performance to this competition. I will be a fearsome challenger to face down. Suddenly I'm feeling all fired up for this thing. If everyone's taking it that seriously, I don't want to be the one to lose. Bloop, 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 bloop. I am not doing good to this today. Just what I like to hear. Alright everyone, sorry to have kept you waiting. First thing first, I want to say a quick thank you to all of you for coming running when I called. Guess I should have read that a little bit slower. I really wanted to explain this in person because I wanted to be sure I could get across to you all how great this idea is. I mean, I am the former champion. Phew! Will you take a look at this guy? Getting all serious on us in his old age, are you? What is this grand idea anyway, Leon? Don't you start on me, Raihan. I'm really trying here. See, I've spent my whole life battling with myself to try to become the greatest trainer. And then I saw how Maddie grew so strong by competing against my little brother, Hop. And how much it made Hop grow too. It really proved to me how much further you can go when you're battling against a proper rival. And now that I've taken over running the league from Tiamat Rose, I'm thinking I want to bring even more thrilling battles to our wonderful Galar region. So for both these reasons, I've called you all here today to tell you that I'm declaring the Galarian Star Tournament open. The Galarian Star... what? Doesn't he ever tire of dragging all the people into his nonsense? The Galarian Star Tournament will be an elimination tournament in multi-battle format. I want... that's not true, it's in duel, but yeah. I want all of you here to pair up with the strongest partner you can think of. Then pool your power and work together to try to win your way through the tourney. Woo! So basically it's just I get to team up with whoever I... oh, I actually have to do this. Okay. Well, I don't assume I'm allowed to team up with you. What? Me? Partner with you? Doesn't that seem a bit sudden? I don't think... no, I couldn't possibly. Oh, god damn it. That was the one I wanted to team up with. Who am I allowed to team up with? Pete? Partner with you? Why would I do that? I can't cross you in battle if we're on the same side now, can I? I know I did it with Mani the first time. I'm sure it would be fun to battle alongside you, Maddie, but I'm sorry, I've already settled on a partner. How about you? I've decided to team up with Nessa. Oh well, spoiler alert, I guess. If you run into us during the tournament, no need to hold anything back. Okay, I don't want to team up with Hop. I think the game wants me to team up with Hop. How about you? Having you battling beside me would be very heartening, of course, but I'd rather face you as a rival champion. Okay, guys. Vox, you'll have to wait until I'm done here because I'm in the... oh, well, I guess you already set up. Can I? Yeah, I can actually trade in here. We'll do that. Okay. We will do that, Vox. In the meantime, Chad, do we want to partner with Mani or Hop? Because I know I can partner with Mani. I did that the first time, or rather in my casual run. Trade this. I'm assuming that's you, Vox, at least. Okay, I get Manian or Hop. Oh, Manian? Mani or Hop. Okay. Any preferences, guys? I'm assuming this is Vox at least. Oh, there's quite some waiting time. Oh, unless of course Vox disconnected. There are sometimes a few connection issues, unfortunately, as people who have watched the collab Norslog might know about. Ah, that's an egg. Well, that should be it, unless someone's trolling me. If someone's trolling me, I'll just send something else to Vox. You dare me to only use 3. Oh, no worries, Sass. We're about to do something I didn't plan for. We're gonna participate in the Galarian Star Tournament. And I get to partner up with either Hop or Marnie as my battle partner. And I was wondering if anyone in chat had a preference to whoever I pick. You got buffered on the video and raised eyebrow as to why we connected when you... Oh, okay. That's fair. That should be it for the egg. Thank you very much, Vox. We will reconnect later when we're doing the layers. For now, I will disconnect from the internet just so I don't get the potential lag. I can understand why you'd be looking in confusion at your screen. You dare me to do this with only 3 Pokemon, eh? Well... Voxmon's Marnie. Yeah, I mean that is good coverage. It's Ghost and my biggest weakness, Darkness, on the same team. So who do we even bring? We of course bring Big Mouth, because no epic battle is good without Big Mouth. But who else do we bring for our team? I can't remember what the levels in there are. They're like 70 or something? So I think we might need to bring Syndragosa. Probably bringing Invincible. You dare me to only bring 3. I'm not sure I'm on board with that one. Like, the game doesn't technically limit me to 3, even though everyone else is limited to 3. I should bring my starter, that much for sure. You want me to bring Marowak? Level 30? Sorry, Vox, that's not happening. I could bring Marowak for... Actually, I should probably bring Marowak just for the XP. Like, even... Shades doesn't have a lot of levels either. I'll put my egg on here as well, I guess, so I don't forget about it. Okay, we're lacking 1 teammate. I don't know if I should bring something that's viable or if I should bring something to level. I mean, if I want to... You know what? Yeah. I know it would be cheap to not limiting to 3, but you know what I am? Cheap. I mean, I have Marowak on here, but he's just here for levels, because he might be awesome, but he doesn't really have the proper level to be here. I guess we'll bring Shinku as well then. There you go, you happy now, Vox? I have 3 actual legit Pokemon for battle, and then I have 2 that are just here for sucking up XP, and 1 that's for me remembering that I should put it away. We'll make this an actual challenge, and if we fail, we'll go in there guns blazing with a full 6-man team. Because this was not part of the plan. So, we're doing Marnie then. The Galarian Star Tournament, huh? Sounds like my shot to see how good... I pressed before I read it. Let me just wait for it to pop up. See how good I've got. There we go. Huh? Are you still looking for a partner too? Hey, if you haven't settled on anyone, why don't we team up? Sure. Rocking. It's decided then. I've only got eyes for first place, you hear? Nothing else is gonna cut it. Sure. How do I... Oh, cool. There you are, all teams registered. Yes, we'll be doing this. I didn't plan to do this. It kinda just happened. So we're going up against Milo and Nessa. And then after that... It's probably gonna be... Opal and Hop. And after that, it's probably going to be Pierce and Raihan. Is my guess. I know we're on the same side and all, but we're still rivals too. I'm not going to let you outshine me in front of everyone. What are you saying? I'm very happy besides Marnie covers your weaknesses pretty well, and you cover hers pretty well. Dark messes with Ghost and Psychic. Gengar is Poison Ghost. Is immune to fighting and resist bog. Really solid pairing. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're doing this. Hopefully it'll work. I don't remember what the levels are in this. I just remember that we get a huge cash prize once we're done. It is scripted, and I guess... Okay, it is scripted to be Milo, Nessa, Alistair, Melanie, Oh, Alistair Melanie, really? I don't get to go up against Hop? Oh, but I was right about Raihan at least. Isn't an important... Try that again. This is an important first step, folks. The first battle. And Team Maddie and Marnie, we're the M&Ms, will be facing off against Team Milo and Nessa. I will say, for what it's worth, this Star Tournament, while it's not super thrilling to play through, it does give some good extra moments where you can see get a bit more backstory for some of the characters, a bit more personality for some of them, which I appreciate. It's a good opportunity to implement that when instead of giving like full character arcs. Just our luck to be matched up against the champions team in round 1, eh? Come on, Milo, don't tell me you're throwing in the towel already. Together I bet we can sweep aside any opponent, even if it's the champion. You can say that again. In that case, guess I better really put my back into it and show off a little. You're not the only one showing off. I'll show you all the true strength of Spikemuth Gym. I love the fact that Marnie and I contrast each other in the fact that I am basically covered up as much as I can. Marnie not so much. I think Marnie would really freeze her butt off if she ever went to battle in the Crown Tundra and that. Jeepers. We're gonna win this together. I definitely preferred her regular outfit to her team leader outfit. But, you know, it's there to show progression. Vox, you also really love the battling, so of course you'd think that this is fun. Okay, Big Mouth. You're what has got my Pokemon all energized and happy, Nessa. I'll extinguish any flame that so much as cast a spark at your greenery, or whatever. I forgot to read fast enough, apparently. Oh, that's a long message. I know you dislike boss bonanzas, but some of us are all about that, and the fact that it is both doubles and letting you team up with your favorite characters, this is fan service in high gear. Yeah, I suppose so, Vox. I suppose so. Okay, so who are we gonna take out and how are we gonna take them out? We have 6 to take out. I guess I've never fought against Ludicolo before. It's fascinating. This will just Oh, you have Fake Out? Big Mouth! Oh, this is not a good start. Bye, Mobego. Who took that one out? Oh, right, that was Galiciopod. Well... They're a solid pair, yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. Okay, Scrafty. So I should probably be focusing down Galiciopod for Marnie's sake. Do I have anything that's like worth switching into? Not really. Okay. What is the most effective here? We are Ghost and I think Slots Bomb then. Okay, that's decent damage. We'll take it out in 2 more hits. Ludicolo. Not exactly the most... Oh, that's super effective, right? Of course, because water. And emergency exit. As expected. Okay. Toxapex. That's the... Yep, that's that one. That's Poison type, which doesn't really scare me. Ness and Milo... Oh, why, how am I reading the exact same message again? For some reason I thought I got another one. Okay. Against Toxapex, I guess we'll just use Shadow Ball then. Which is a solid move. I forgot to equip items. We should probably do that between battles. There's Waterfall again. Ooh. Okay, Flints, that's annoying. Liquidation shouldn't... Yeah. Okay, we're fairly well off right now. Yes, I can now Dynamax. I think one of them... No, they wouldn't Dynamax yet. They're gonna wait until they have their... signature Pokemon out, of course. course, the waterfall again, which, I mean, it's a good animation. Hey, you're using that on me? Well, cursed bodies, making sure you're not falling any water anytime soon again. It takes out. That did not take it out. I am disappointed. Oh, it's defensive, so it doesn't hit that hard. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna save Big Mouth a bit longer. We're gonna try and do this without items. Well, we'll see how far we can take it without items. Ludicolo takes a hit. Just stating the obvious now. Well, as I preface this stream with, I'm a bit tired today. So my commentary isn't like spot on. This is also completely out of nowhere. I didn't mean to do the Star Tournament. Bone Rush, who's learning that? Oh, Ghost Rider, cool. These strikes a target with Hard Bone 2 of... I'll replace Fling, because Fling is that thing where it gets rid of its item. And I don't trust myself with having that move for playing the story mode. Or against NPCs, I guess. The Galiciopod returns, and that should basically just be one hit away from being down. Which we will do now, in a moment. Isn't Ludicolo part water? Oh, bye Scrafty. Mine is down to her final Pokemon. I should use Slots Bump on what? Ayo Pineapple? I'm not... You mean Ludicolo? Yeah, I'll get around to it. Right now I'm basically just... I guess we've just baited Ness out to be the one who's gonna Dynamax, which is... not the worst. Here's Grimmsnarl. Here comes the interesting question. Oh, even my last drop is enough to submerge you. I don't know what about it, I just realized it. Okay, if I don't Dynamax now, I'm fairly sure Marnie will Dynamax instead, so I'm gonna do that. I didn't even hear, was Dreadnought ready to Dynamax? I don't take any chances. No, I guess not. Okay. Oh yeah, we have Big Mouth in a Heaven Ball, I forgot about that. That is so cool. I can't believe that worked. Here's Big Mouth. Oh yeah. I do like the animation of Max Terror. It's cool. I really like that animation. Ouch, that hurt. That's super effective. That's super mean. Okay, Grimmsnarl's gonna be fine. We're gonna take out Dreadnought before we can Dynamax. Oh, Ludicolo finally goes down. That only took forever. Oh, look at those levels. Big Mouth exactly says. Cherim. Does it go into its other form? No, it doesn't, because it's nighttime, right? Grass is weak to poison. I'm just surprised you didn't floor Milo. Well, I decided to focus on what I considered an actual threat. Ludicolo didn't really deal much damage. Oh, get ready to be marooned in the widest of seas. Dreadnought, time to Gigantamax. Yeah, I didn't really consider Milo much of a threat if I kept him where he was. So I decided to just focus down Nessa first. It's a fairly solid tactic to just bomb rush one of them and then take out the other one when they're alone. It's been working so far for me at least. Okay, so you might have managed to Gigantamax, but you don't get to use that big thing for anything. I really love that animation, it's so cool. That is some really bad breath from Big Mouth. There we go. Now just doing Milo's last two Pokemon, and he can't Gigantamax because his partner did and wasted it entirely. Grimmsnar's gonna play rough, which... That's a lot of damage. We take that. And now we take Tyrion out. Because why not? Oh, nighttime isn't relevant for Tyrion, really. It's about half sunlight, which is possible during night. I did not know that. I don't really know anything about Tyrion because I always looked at it and was like, yeah, it's another grass type with a form. And then I didn't really care more. Wait, what am I doing? Will-O-Wisp. Ghost Rider. Does Ghost Rider need Will-O-Wisp? I mean, we have Hex. The Will-O-Wisp in combination. We're just gonna get rid of Bone Rush. That's the move I just gave him, and I don't really know if it's worth it anyway. Will-O-Wisp is good though. Time to dig my heels in for my friends. Just need to grow until we can reach victory. I've grown quite fond of Will-O-Wisp over the challenge one. Bye, Big Mouth. Time to go Small Mouth again. Oh, still a big mouth, but just not as big, I guess. So, Alberton, you should be going down in like 2 hits. Correction, 1 hit. I want Boomerang on Marowak. Okay. Does it come naturally, or is it something I needed to remember, or... That was such a fine showing of teamwork that I'm ready to take you both on as farmhands. She's so frustrated. The pair of us got washed clean away. Sorry. You cut off our flow before it even got going. No wonder you're the champion. Oh, don't worry, cats. Welcome back, and this is just the first mouth. I guess the first match. You'll get to see Big Mouth anyway. Now we're going up against Melanie and Alistair. Alistair should go down so quick because he's weak to both me and Marnie. Melanie... Well, we have Chandler for dealing with ice. Not bad, Maddie. I can already tell we are going to make a smashing combo after just one battle of as teammates. Yep. Yep, we're gonna win. Gonna win this. It is natural. It's signature move. Okay. You also wanted to hold a bone item. It exclusively enhances Marowak the same way leaks make Farfetch stronger. I did not know that. Stay in your seats, folks. There are more battles to come. Who will seize victory in this next round? Maddie or M&M's or Melanie and Alistair? Well, just look who we're up against. Now, champion, no hard feelings when we win. I'm not so great with multi-battles. Alistair, no whining. Now's the time to stand tall, understood? I'll try my best. He's not very tall, though. I'm right at home taking on ghost types. Just leave them to me. Sure thing. Toss your Pokeballs on my mark, okay? Are you ready? Why on your mark? Isn't it like... Yeah, I don't know. Sure, on your mark, Marnie. And to beat these two... Wow, I did not realize he makes a freaking jump. That is actually quite impressive. What better team up to make your opponents shiver than ice and ghost types? Right you are. We will send chills up their spine. Melanie's outfit looks so nice and warm, which I could really use right now. Okay, Dusknoir and Mr. Rhyme. Well, we shouldn't have any problems with either of them, to be honest. Oh, I'm super effective on both. Cool. I'll take care of Mr. Rhyme, and Marnie, you just take care of Dusknoir, and we'll be fine. Lower its special defense. Are you gonna Tom at Mr. Rhyme? He hasn't even used an attack yet. Nasty plot. That's ups stats, if I remember correctly. Yes, special attack. Okay. Ice Punch shouldn't be a big deal. Now the hamster is hangry. Okay. I mean, if Moni is also focusing Mr. Rhyme, I might as well take a hit on Dusk Noir then. Because I kinda expect her to finish off the Rhymer. Yeah. He's tap dancing, that he is. Oh, okay. Well, whoever she went for, they would go down, so this is fine. This is fine. Bye, Noir. There we go. 2 more levels. Nasty Plot. I'm just gonna pass on that one. It probably has its uses, but it's not for me. And Mopeko goes down. Not entirely surprised. Scrafty comes out. Scrafty is such a... There's probably someone who really likes Scrafty, but I'm sorry, I think it's a really ugly design for a Pokemon. But then again, I mean, quality of design is usually pretty subjective, so there's probably someone who really likes it. And I won't blame them for it. So, Cursola, if that has the special ability, we should definitely focus on using special attacks on it so we don't touch it. Because we don't want it to, like, kill us within 4 turns or however long. Nasty Plot is amazing, okay? Well, again, I can see how it's good as a buffer, but which Pokemon did you pass it on? I didn't even check, to be honest. I don't think it was on... Yeah, it must have been on the teapot. Yeah, it was Sinku. Fair enough, Sass. If you think Scraft is cute, then that's your type of cute. I'm just not a fan of it. I guess it's because it's kind of like... Oh, wait, Big Mouth went down? Okay, now I'm mad. Okay, so that's how we're playing. Fair. Kind of tempted to resurrect them just so we can... We'll take our Corsola first. Cursola. Ah, this guy's kind of doofus cute. Fair enough. Wait, Shinku needs Nasty Plot? Really? I don't know, I'm probably not going to use her anyway. Stone Edge, that's not good, that hurts. Ouch. That's some good type coverage from Melanie, I'll give it that. Okay, so... depending on who... It looks so dumb. How is that Senmo? Goodbyes are so sad. Please stay with me. How is that Zen mode when it's jumping like it's just eating a bunch of sugar? Okay, I'm ready. Who else is? Melanie is. Okay, so Gengar is not gonna become Big Mouth yet. I might be able to take out Big Mouth before it becomes Big Mouth. Fake Mouth. Or Candle can go down first, which is unfortunate. That's fine, Vox, but I'm just not a big set-upper when it comes to playing against NPCs, so... Plus, is there really entertainment value in just one-shotting everything anyway? The final freeze is the deepest. Get ready to shiver down to your bones. Okay, I forgot Lapras exists, so she can't Dynamax, Gigantamax that, because she's not ready, that was the last round. Mani and Alistair, so we're gonna get big Gengar mouth now, which is unfortunate because I can't Dynamax. Creep out of the shadows, Gengar. Show them all your reproach. I have no idea what hidden ability the statue thing had, but sure. There, it's the fake mouth. One hit away. Hey, Mani, could you take it out? Because this is a problem. Okay. I've technically lost this now, haven't I? Because that was my free Pokemon. I will say though, since I'm not doing this seriously, I'm just not gonna deal with that. What does happen if I lose now? Do I get to redo it, or do I have to redo it from the start? Because if I have to redo it from the start, I'm definitely not losing here on purpose. Actually, Vox, you probably know this. But I have to redo it from the start if I die. Because if I don't have to, then I'll die here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna resurrect one of my Pokemon and keep going. Because I'm not starting this over from the top. Oh, okay, cool. Does that mean that... wait, if Mani's still going, well, technically from the game's perspective, I would have gotten kicked out now, I guess. So what, you're saying I can't hit anything from now on? Will at the very least resurrect something so that I can at least stand on the battlefield without constantly getting knocked out. Okay, as long as Mani stands. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. I'm not sure if Mani's gonna stand though. Because Mani's not really getting any hits in. I really don't want to test if we have to start all over though. Is there anything here I can do that wouldn't completely... I guess... Gengar's like focused on being... Whoa, I've never seen that before. I feel like they cheaped out a bit there by just giving her a small corner animation instead of the full one, but sure. Bit of a shame, but I guess it's better than nothing. Will-O-Wisp doesn't damage, it just lowers the damage. But since it's a special, oh, it does damage if... I want to keep my whole team together. I'll never let any of them go. Well, Sadako goes down again. Mani, could you kill something? Anything? Thank you. Okay. Now I just need Mani to take out the freaking Lapras and we'll be fine. I guess Shinku enters the battlefield. Apparently it is harder to do it on this side of the battlefield. I'd assume it's because the animations weren't ever accounting for seeing you from seeing the characters from that side, so they probably didn't think it looked polished enough. I don't know, my best guess at least. It's not exactly a good excuse, but... Okay, there we go. We survived, in quotation marks. Mani. Thank you, Mani. I'm glad you pulled through at the end. This battle was harder than I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought this would be like the one where we just pushed through, but... guess not. What a powerful team. It gives me the deepest of chills. Your coordination was so dazzling it shone right through my mask. Okay, sure. Now that's what I call teamwork. Just keep on doing what you do until you win the whole tournament. And stuff. Okay, Pierce and Raihan. At least that one's super simple. Raihan's gonna Dynamax because Pierce doesn't Dynamax. So here we are at the final battle. Took long enough, but we made it, eh? My bro and Raihan ain't gonna just hand us the win though, that's for sure. But listen, I've got your back no matter what, as long as you believe in me too. Alright? Sure. We're gonna save here because if we do lose and it kicks us back to the start, we can just soft reset them. We'll just bring in the same team. I actually kinda want to save Big Mouth a bit so that we have, you know, for when we have to Dynamax. Then mirror it. It isn't like any of the characters only have one eye. Well, the problem with that idea, Vox, is most of all the logos and all the textures when it comes to logos and numbers and stuff would be mirrored to them. It's a whole thing. It's finally time to decide which team is the best of the best. Let the strongest team triumph. Get ready for the greatest showdown between M&M's and the PR team. Okay. We have a... This is actually a problematic team up we're against because Pierce has dark types and Raihan is just strong all. Manny and Mani, eh? You're gonna be one pair of a pair to battle. I've been waiting for a chance to show you how strong Spike Mouth's new team leader is, bro. Finally get to let you see firsthand. Oh, well, I'm well aware how strong you got. But I'm still your big brother. You get how it is. Now bring it, sis. Get ready to get crossed down to dust. I was really hoping for a chance to finally beat Leon, but I don't mind missing the chance if it means I get to beat these two. No holding back, Maddie. You and me are gonna come out on top. Well, why not mirror the animation then? It's a 3D model, right? Well, that's true, but then you get the whole problem where someone's gonna be like, oh, I thought she was right-handed. There's always gonna be some reason, you know. I'm trusting you, Maddie. Yeah, I wouldn't trust me right now. Oh, okay. We need to be super aware of what the hell Pierce is doing. Because he is probably gonna do a lot to try and take me down. Dark and Dragon, Scales and Shade. Fairy types get us both afraid. You just keep on saying, Pierce, I'll dish out the damage all we need. I'll dish out all the damage that we need. You know, sentences, words. Okay. I'm not sure I'll be surviving long enough to use this. Not very effective. Double-edged sword. This also damages the user quite a lot. I'm gonna go in with a disable on Skunk Tank and hope that... Yeah, it tried to Sucker Punch me. Well, I just disabled a move that it wouldn't really use anyway. At least it has Crunch as well. Oh no, this is gonna be an annoying battle. Yes, cats. Words are overrated, exactly. Mani, I wish you'd take down your brother instead. Do we nasty plot and then double edge the Skunk Tank? I'm honestly not sure what to do here. I need to try and stay alive, that's for sure. It's gonna crunch me, which is gonna hurt. And I kind of think that Invincible is gonna die now. Or maybe not. It would be pretty on brand for Invincible to die though, let's be honest. Uh, Invincible is not exactly the strongest legendary when it's on its own, huh? Which makes sense. It's kind of just an extra thing for Calyrex? Calyrex. Oh yeah, you're right. Double Edge is... That's true. That's true. Double Edge is physical. Good point. Good point, Vox. Well, while I've just been faffing about, Marnie's basically taking out the first Pokemon all by herself, so... Wait, does Skuntank not have any other moves that are Dark-type than what I disabled? The Always Dead Horse, yes. Or is it Glass Cannon? Ah. Okay, that's good. Also, not exactly the most... Yeah, it's a Glass Cannon, alright. It's not exactly defensive, so I guess we'll just... It'll halve it, but we also have Stab on top of everything, and I used Nasty Plot, and Flygon's going down anyway, so... That is true, that legendaries are used stupidly strong. That's why I was so confused why Invincible takes like almost only 2 hits to kill, but if it's a Glass Cannon that makes sense. Okay, Shadow Ball. Not gonna do a lot, so okay, never mind. Never mind. Me do like some of that. Thank you very much. Am I not allowed to switch Pokemon whenever something gets knocked out? I'm not, right? In this battle mode. I just realized that. It's kind of annoying. That's fine. Goodra. Of course another dragon. I mean, nothing else would make sense. We're not going to use Dynamax Energy now. Kinda want to get Big Mouth on field for that, but... I'm kind of worried Marnie might just use the Dynamax whenever she sees fit, which is kind of annoying. You can't communicate that to your AI partner. That would be useful, but eh. Skuntank goes down, nice. Shut up, cats. You're the one who said that words were overrated, okay? We've been live for an hour. This is not what I meant to do. I actually thought this would be a shorter stream, but I guess it's gonna be a longer stream now. This attack move cuts the... Oh, I remember this. This move scared the bejeepers out of me at one point. I want this move. Don't want this move. Well, it isn't like one-on-one where beating one... Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know, immortalizing the greatness. Okay, fair enough, cats. Ah, cool, Vox. I called it myself. Didn't actually give it to it. Okay, Scrafty is back with its mohawk head. Scrafty is like a dinosaur, right? I'm assuming. Okay, I can Dynamax again. Oh, no, not the back. We still have a nasty plotting effect, so we might... Oh, that's not effective at all. I guess I'll have to rely on... Oh shoot, I guess I'll have to rely on either a different Pokemon or for Marnie to take out her brother. Because I ain't taking that one out. But Goodra's going down quick. Watch me strum out one wicked move. Get ready, I'm turning it up to 11. Ouch. It is super effective, that is true. Thankfully Thunder went on someone else, but it hit. That is classic NPC. Oh, thank you, Marnie. You're doing the miracles right now. I'll deal with the stupid dragons and you deal with your brother. Oh, you think he's a lizard with shredded skin, cats? Yeah, I can see that. I just want to think that it's dinosaur. Yeah. I guess dinosaurs are really just miniature... Oh, no, the other way. Lizards are just miniature dinosaurs anyway, right? Marnie is 4x on obstacle right now? I didn't actually know that. That would explain why she's going for him. Okay. We're gonna switch into Big Mouth in a moment. Because we kinda have to. Buy invincible, staying true to your label. Of not being very invincible. That is actually perfectly fine by me, because this means that I get a free switch in, rather than having to waste a turn. So, now that there is only one enemy left? Is that correct? Yeah, I get it, we got leveled up. Ooh, Shadow Ball. Shinku. Shinku's Shadow Ball. I'm gonna remove our the aromatherapy move. I don't see it as that effective. Okay, Big Mouth. Might not be the best thing against Raihan's Gigantamax, but we need to do this, right? For tradition. Do you think it would have one-shotted Duraludon? Yeah, well. Oh, I got one last number for you. Get ready to etch it into your ears and hearts. I didn't even realize that he had one more left. Yeah, I forgot he had that one. Yes, well, oh shit. Alright, Raihan. I got too distracted by chat. Raihan said stuff and stuff. I guess once the stream comes back to it, I'll read it out. What is he saying? Alright, Raihan, time to win this and become the true Galarian Star you were born to be. I'm not ready to Gigantamax. Shoot. Well, worst case, we could start by lowering Duraludon's damage output. Stand tall, Duraludon. Smash their hopes and winning into pieces. Oh, and remember, selfie. There we go. I never noticed it has like a shining star at the very top. Huh. Considering Invincible's ability, which is... Oh, true. There you go, Duraludon. Try and deal more damage with that. I mean, it's still effective. Still gonna hit. Scrafty's not really taking any... Oh, Scrafty's just taking the punches. So who's Scrafty going for here, actually? Electricity uses Taunt. Means Scrafty has to keep using the same attack. Scrafty uses Crunch on that. Oh, that's fine. It seems almost poetically proper that she's taking on her brother while I'm dealing with Raihan. So, are you ready for Big Mouth? And some G-Max Tarot? Because here we go. This is the perfect ending for this. Big Mouth. Scrafty is 2x on Duraludon. Huh. Well, still, I like the fact that I get to take it out. Without the taunt. Okay. G-Max Terror. Oh, that's good damage. It's still an amazing animation. Yes, Big Mouth! Like the trademark Pokemon right now. Which I'm assuming... Well... I'm sure Alistair won't mind that I took his trademark. Ooh, Drive. Well, bye Scrafty. That is fine. This is a one match. This is definitely a one match. I really didn't plan to do the Galarian Star Tournament today. I thought that would be a cutscene and then I would be able to go, but apparently it caught me in a battle, so... Well, you're convinced it would have one-shotted. Okay, that's fine. We didn't get to see that though. Down goes the tower. You got numbed by Sadako. Taunt again? Okay. What are you doing, Grimmsnarl? You're using Darkest Lariat. In other words, you're gonna Beyblade to victory. Oh, that's perfect. Both of the opponents super effective on Marnie. Oh, well, they're both super dead right now. My throat's racked from shouting. That's cause it was just that exciting battle. I fought on to the end and I still lost. Well, that's fine. As long as I fight until the end next time. Here we go. Woo, that was a good battle. Guess I have to concede that your team was stronger for now. Well, was stronger for now. There you have it, ladies and gents. The results of the final round. We get a cute little unique cutscene with every battle. You were amazing! Thank you, both of you! Our new champion and our old one! All the matches were brilliant! Woo! She looks so awkward standing there like, wait, we won? You hear that? The voices of Galar, the excitement we brought all those people. They can't help but be moved by that fantastic performance you two just put in. Their hearts are crying out for more. And this glorious tournament that's brought so much fire to the people of Galar. Well, its time is up. We have our clear winners. Though it's an awful shame to have to end it, after all the fun it's been. Which is why I'm pleased to announce that the Galarian Star Tournament will continue from this day on. What? What? You mean there'll be more matches? That's the best news we've had all year. You can have as many tournaments in this multi-battle format as you can stomach. If you want, you can stick with the same partner next time, or try something different. We'll get all the strongest trainers in the Galar region into this wild mix. And we'll run wild next time. And the next time. And every time after that. This is a really cute moment, by the way. As long as trainers and Pokémon keep aiming for the top together. As long as our fans want to watch our battles, their hands sweaty with nerves and excitement. We'll go on for 1,000 years. We'll carry on forever. That's a bit ambitious, mate. So everyone, until we next time meet. Now, let's have the Maximizers play us off. Oh right, we get the credits again. I should have done this as the very last thing today. Woo, alright. Yeah, we get to watch the credits again. Oh, just in time for the church bells to go off, so actually that's amazing timing. Can I skip this? No. No, I cannot. That's kind of what I expected. Well, I guess we're watching this. So, stream's not over. We've been going for 1 hour, but the stream is not over. After this, we're doing... Well, I'm running around to try and hatch this egg as quick as I can so we can level up the Rowlet. And then we'll be doing layers with rocks. Each layer takes somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes, so the stream should last at least another hour and a bit. Which is probably gonna go a bit over the 2-hour mark, which we have done before, but it shouldn't be too much over it. So, no worries, ladies and gentlemen. I need to fill out this time of watching credits with something that makes it not just watching credits, so I'm just talking random nonsense now. But no, I really didn't think this through. This should have been at the very end of the stream so we could have ended off with credits again. That would have been fitting and made thematic sense. But again, I kind of forgot that we were forced into this as part of everything. It's kind of a mini plot at the very end. Whoopsie. But hey, we won. Again. Very much thanks to Marnie's handling of the second battle. Can't exactly say that I handled that all too majestically. And yeah. I'm not sure what else to say right now. Because we're just kind of waiting for this to be over with. Slowest credits in the world. It's kind of annoying that I have already watched it once, so why am I forced to watch it to the end again? At least give me the option to skip it this time. well, I suppose it's fine, because we're also waiting for the church bell to shut up, so... I guess, Chad, how did you enjoy this Galarian Star Tournament? It's better. I think it's a better format to grind money in, both because you get more money, but also because it's just more fun than just redoing the league over and over again. Especially because you also get the interaction between the different NPCs. And those interactions don't just depend on who you pick, it also depends on who teams up for when it comes to the to your rivals. So, for instance, we had what are they called again? We had Melanie and Alistair. They had specific dialogue, but if you teamed Melanie or Alistair up with someone else, they would have other specific dialogue just between them. It's pretty cool they actually took that time to do that. Some NPCs don't have, or some of the leaders don't have a whole lot of interesting conversation between them, but some of them have some really cute moments. Also across the aisle, sometimes if you're teamed up, I think it's if you're teamed up with Mani against Hop and Beat, there's a bit of across the aisle bantering, just like with Mani and her brother. That's also cool. I will say that I'll give them props for that. It seemed quite fun. I do need to pick up Sword and Shield at some point. Yeah, Sess, if you do, Sess, let me know when you do, and I'd be more than happy to listen to your progress through the game. The only problem with picking it up now is that at this point, in regards to... Actually, you will want... Here is a fine warning. You will probably want to do that at the start of next year, because next year is the 25th anniversary of Pokémon, so everyone is expecting a bunch of events, including things like possibly legendary... no, not legendaries, mythicals being released for this game. And to be able to cast those in, you would need to have the game. So if you at all care about that, you would want the game before that starts. But aside from that, I mean, if you're not a collector, there's no rush, of course. It's also, you probably, just like me, have a very big backlog of all the games. Congratulations, here's something to commemorate your victory. A sports uniform, because yay, sports. Also 1 million money. One more thing, it seems there are some more trainers who want to pair up after seeing you for amazing performance this time. I'm gonna try seeing... Oh yeah, about that. After you... Yeah, we know you. After you've beaten someone in the Galarian Star Tournament, actually unlock more characters you can team up with until you've unlocked all of them. And there is a special cutscene for unlocking the last 2 ones, but I guess I'll leave that for you to experience yourself. For now though, let's hatch this egg. Saving for... That's a long... 3080 is a long time away, Sass. I'm not sure it's still gonna be around. Oh, unless 3080 is like a graphics card? If it's a graphics card, then I'm sorry I mistook it for a year. It does sound like a year far in the future, to be fair. Okay, do we have anything with Flame Body, is it? Because that would speed up the hatching time. Actually, what are the requirements for getting the Egg Charm? Pokemon Sword Egg Charm, because Egg Charm is the hatching charm, right? If I remember correctly. The Oval Charm. We can get that. How do we get that? First you'll have to become champion. The one you're looking for is a police officer. Oh. Nope, we're not doing that. I'll have to fight one of the hardest NPCs in the game. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm just gonna be patient then. Do you have Flame Body? You do have Flame Body. Okay, that's gonna speed up the hatching process. Cool. I don't think the positioning of the egg in regards to the Flame Body Pokemon matters at all anymore. But you know, just in case. I'm fairly sure that hasn't been a thing since Generation 6. I believe they stopped doing it that way. I could be wrong on that. So we're just gonna hatch that, and once we've hatched it, we'll head over to... Here is an interesting question. Is the Crown Tundra... The Crown Tundra has Ordino. Ordino? is that a better place for grinding than the Isle of Armor with Chansey? Vox, do you have any idea about that? He isn't that bad. Well, it's fine. We just hatched it. Apparently Flame Body was really effective here. Or it might have been because no, on my other account where I hatched it, oh, I got the egg, I didn't have the Oval Charm either. Here's Rowlet. He's so cute. It's my favorite starter overall. I think it might be one of my favorite. It's definitely in my top 3 favorite starters. There we go, Blathers. It's a reference to Animal Crossing because it's a grass type, so it's weak to box. Just like Blathers in Animal Crossing doesn't like box. It's too perfect. Oh right, I'm not driving around like that anymore. So now we have to grind, and I am honestly not sure where is better to go. But I do know that I want something that can hit hard against a normal type. Do we have anything with fight type moves? I guess we do. We do. Okay, cool. Did I just remove Chandler? That's a mistake. There we go. Oh wait. There we go. So Blaze is level 1. Unfortunately I can't see its stats at all, but it looks like it's pretty average. Long reads, I don't know anything about the abilities. So I don't know if Ordino is any better. I just know that Chansey is reliable, so we're heading over here first. I only have to get it to level 37 if I remember correctly. Do we have any items that can speed it up? I think we used all of them, didn't we? Oh no, we have a few. We can go a few. There we go, that's the first 16 levels. Now I have to deal with this. Okay, do we want Peck? Yes. For now at least. Do we want Shadow Sneak? Yes. I'm not gonna make like an optimized moveset. Just a fair warning to you, Vox. Oh, that was all? Okay. Give you a small candy as well as we get you 2 more levels. Nice. Synthesis. I'm not gonna... Oh, it evolves. I'm not gonna pronounce that word. That attack. Synthesis? Blast is evolving. Yay! And then we actually have a rare candy as well. Is it really level 37? Because that's quite a bit away. Let me just double check. Oh, it's 34. It's 34. That's still up there, but not as bad at least. We're at 19 now. Now I guess we just see if we can find some chances and grind a few levels. I think the mistake I made last time I was trying to find Chansey was that I was on my bike. So I kept moving away from areas really quickly. I was watching back the footage the other day when I was editing it. From my Nuzlocke, that is. And I was noticing that I drove around that bike really impatiently while looking for Chansey. And I think that was why it took so long to find it all the time. So I... I'm gonna be doing a bit of walking instead. Odds are not exactly my favorite at the moment. Oh, he flies! Oh, he like walks a bit when he's close nearby. And then when I get too far away, he starts flying. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay. We can just get one Chansey. We have a chance of starting a chain reaction. Hopefully. Right now just finding one doesn't seem super likely. That's probably the only annoying thing about Lairs. The fact that you have to use a rental Pokemon in there means that I am not going to be gaining any XP. So we kind of have to do this over here instead. Is this really... I don't know if this is the best place to look for Chansey. I think it is. Just because of like the amount of space you have to run around on and stuff like that. Not exactly having the Chansey spawn block at the moment. Oh! No, 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 no. You're not getting away. Hey there, Low Hat. Welcome to the stream. So, I don't actually know how much XP Chansey is gonna get me. I hope it should be a decent amount that would at least give us a good chunk of levels for Blather, so that we don't have to stay here forever. Because I kind of just want to get around to the layers at this point. I'm fairly sure Frostmon will take out Chansey in one hit. I'd be surprised and kind of disappointed if not. There we go. Okay, that's good. We can switch train this. This is not too bad. The worst part is finding okay, how 18,000 XP. That's good. Oh, that's good. Synthesize. We're not getting that. What are the rules for the Monotype challenge? Did I? Oh yeah, I never actually posted those anywhere, did I? Basically just that I am only allowed to use ghost type Pokemon. Pluck. That is better than Peck. I haven't actually thought about the rules since I started. I'm not allowed to use... I'm not allowed to... What are the rules? It's been so long since I started this. The main rule is just that I'm not allowed to use anything but ghost type Pokemon. That's like the biggest rule. Aside from that... I haven't really enforced that many rules simply because this has been like mostly just to chill with and have fun. I've been going at this challenge since February this year, so that's about the time where I did set up a rule set. So wait, aren't you following the rules? I'm fairly sure I'm following the rules. I think at this point it's just I've been doing this for such a long time that I can't explicitly remember the rules. Vox, are you still around? You might be able to remember them better than I do. I have someone around who, Vox specifically, my moderator, helps make sure that I don't break any rules. I don't actually think I have a link to the rules anywhere specifically. But that is a good point. I should probably create a link to that and put it in the first video, that in case anyone else wants to... I know I explained the rules in the first video. That was the very first thing I did when I started this challenge. So I definitely have a rule set, don't worry. It's not like I'm just playing this and being like, oh, I'm just doing whatever I want. My playtime at this point? That is actually also a really good question. Oh, that's not where I see it. Let's see, how long have we been playing? Playtime, around 40 hours. I would say, I think 2 of those hours you can detract because of me having idled on the screen while doing some mystery events off screen, which are not part of the Nuzlocke. That's just backup event stuff that I got for myself. So I'm not allowed to use those in the challenge. Oh, there is another Chansey. The rules are simple. Maddie is only allowed to use ghost type. Is that really the only rule? Official rules? I'm not sure there's really any official rules, since it's like a thing that the community has just decided to roll with, and some people have different takes on it. For instance, actually, I decided to start this run by trading away my starter for a ghost type with the same typing as soon as I could, to try and get the ghosts involved as soon as I could in the monotyping. That's not what most people would do, but that was my twist on it, just to, you know, I like the ghost and I want to play with them as much as I can. So I think that should be it for Blathers actually. Did we only have to do 2 battles against Chansey? I'm fine with that, because that means that this is super fast. Oh, yeah, that's all we need to do. Cool. That means that in a few minutes, Vox, I would like for you to help me with the lairs, if you don't mind. Oh, look at that. Leathers, my assassin. Spirit Shackle is such a cool move in regards to the animation, so I'm definitely getting that. I tried to look up fan-made official rules, and honestly, finding rule sets specifically for this generation seemed to be a bit hard when I started, because the games were still relatively new. So that's probably someone who's made like a solid set of rules. I've just been kind of winging it based off of previous generations. But the main takeaway for this is basically just use only ghost types, and you can only have one of each type of Pokemon. So you can't just run a full team of Ghastlies, for instance. You'll have to catch one Ghastly, and that's all you get for that evolution line. If some people also take the twist that they're allowed to have a Ghastly, a Haunter, and a Gengar. I've just said that I only want one per evolutionary line, so I only have Gengar. I'm assuming some people will also be like, you're not allowed to do lairs. I don't know, because again, rules weren't really made for this generation at the time, so... But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find, but I will try and see if I can find if anyone's written them in text, and I'll definitely link them, probably at least in the first episode of my monotyping, which is somewhere on my channel. Probably also in a comment on this one if I find it after streaming. So yeah, I'm just I'll have a look at that after the stream, don't worry. Regardless, Vox, are we ready for lairs? Because that will be how we will be ending off the stream then, with the 3 legendaries from the lairs. Oh, actually, that is probably one rule that a lot of people have also implemented in their monotypes, is that you're not allowed to use the legendaries. I've kind of decided not to. Like, I think there are two sets of rules, rule variants. One that's like, this is the casual one, where you just kind of roll with it, and then there's like where you go and say, hey, don't use legendaries because they're too OP. I've not really used the legendaries in this playthrough at all, mainly because I haven't really gotten any of them aside from the horse, which I got at the very end. And at this point I think it's fine, because we're in the legendary area of the game anyway. But yeah, the rule sets seem to be differing depending on who you ask, is my conclusion. If I can't find a rule set, I'll write one up myself, and if you want it, I can definitely share it in the comment section of this video once it's done processing after we've streamed. That is not a problem. Oh, you are waiting for me, cool. Okay, I will partake. I will not care about those two. I will save my adventure because I'm forced to. And I'm assuming Vox has decided to do the usual password. Cool. Yeah, if anyone else want to join, you're more than welcome to. Vox, which one is the... Oh, I guess we'll leave that as a surprise. The first one is either gonna... Well, we're gonna fight both Giratina, Lunala, and Blacephalon. So if anyone wants a chance at those or just want to play along, you're more than welcome to join the raid. The lair. That is not a problem. The only thing I ask is that please don't troll. Like, I can't, of course, help it if you do, but... I'd very much prefer if you don't. So, but you know, internet is the internet, and internet will do what it does, so... yeah. But good call, I had actually just been rolling along with the monotype for so long that I forgot about the rules specifically. It just kind of comes natural at this point. And the stream is still going. I'm just checking all the while I'm waiting anyway. I'm just quick checking that all the technical stuff is still aligning as it should, because sometimes the freaking signal drops halfway through or something, and you know, technical difficulties happen. So I'm just doing a quick check that everything is still in order. While I'm doing that, my browser is halfway crashing because reasons. And everything is still in order, cool. There we go, sorry about that. I'm not usually talking for that long at a time anymore, so... The bare minimum for Monotype challenge, however, is only use X, and no one is disagreeing on that. Yeah. That's the one rule I remember at Vox, so... yeah. I think in general for challenge runs, it's mostly about challenging yourself and having fun with it. That's at least my approach to gaming. But then again, I'm casual scum, so... I am definitely casual. So, I don't know what to pick here, because Vox has actually not told me what we're going up against. But I see I see a creamy. I definitely want a creamy. Let me guess, it's gonna be a ghost type. Oh, what a shocker, it's a ghost type. Yeah, it's not exactly a surprise, given that we definitely want to go the dark type route. Not exactly a shocker that it's a ghost type when I've set it up to be that. I can't believe I spent so many hours hunting down the right locations on a different save just for this, but you know, what you don't do for their content. I'd rather that than doing it on stream, because trust me, it was boring going through about 15 hours of layers and getting nothing I needed. Can't recommend. Like, the lair battles are fun when you do them for the fun of it, but when you're looking for something very specific, it can be really boring. Okay, so I have Dazzling Gleam, so I'm just gonna do that. This is probably the only time I kinda have to break the Monotype rules, because due to the rental Pokemon being randomized, I can't guarantee that I get a ghost to use here, so that's unfortunate, but it'll have to do. Agree with me on that. Challenge runs should be about having fun first and foremost. How others do it doesn't matter, since you need to turn the difficulty not to be specific for you. Yeah, I very much agree with that, Vox. I think though it's a good idea to have a general guideline, like outline, so that people who do want to do Monotype runs have something that's at least a very generic blueprint to go by. Because when I was setting this up, I don't know if you remember it, but I was having trouble finding any rule sets that made sense to me. So, yeah. An exception clause, yeah, this would be an exception clause. Kind of like with the shiny clause, where I'm allowed to catch a shiny if I encounter one that isn't a ghost. Stuff like that. It can't really be helped, because otherwise we'd have to soft reset until we get him. No, actually that wouldn't even work, because it doesn't randomize. Once you've been in here once, it keeps the setup for next time you're here. So I wouldn't even be able to be like, hey, I'll just soft reset. The layer doesn't soft reset for you. It's super annoying. Well, it was super annoying. So I'm not sure if you're gonna take this or I'm gonna take this dark type. I'll keep an eye on what you decide. And pick accordingly, I guess. Oh, you already have a dark type move. No, wait. Absol has a dark type move. I am not reading this right. So, do I or do you? Oh. Oh. Guess I'll... Oh, I didn't click in time. I'm slow. Well, I guess Catherine gets a dark type. Phooey. Well, we can always go and get a ghost type over on the right if we want to. Oh, I guess we're going the other way. Okay, fair. I mean, I guess it would be a dumb idea to get a ghost against a ghost, but you know. It's a ghost, I want it. But yeah, imagine this. I mean, this is not necessarily boring, but imagine this for 20 hours. Not in a row, thankfully, but just having to do this again and again. Not caring about anything but the ghost bosses at the end. And not being able to soft reset, meaning you had to go through every single raid lair just to get to the end, beat the legendary and then leave anyway. It was boring. By the 5th hour I was getting bored. But hey, now we're here. Like, by its nature, this is, I think it's mainly because I did this single player. Dealing with the NPCs is so random. I don't understand. I don't understand the NPC AI in the layers, to be honest, because when I'm actively working against trying to win, they're pulling their load and actually getting us to the boss, but when I'm trying to get us anywhere, they're not doing that well. I don't know if it's a weird AI quirk where it's trying to compensate for when I'm doing bad, or what is up with that. But it just seems like almost no matter what you do, of course it also depends on RNG in regards to which Pokemon you go up against and what you get to pick at the start, but in general it seems like the AI is tuned to get you at least most of the way towards the legendary, even if you're single player. It is more fun multiplayer though. There is no arguing with that. I just threw a Pokeball, but I'm not keeping this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, I should be talking. Oh, I didn't. I double clicked. Okay, I guess I'm taking that instead of my ice cream. Now I'm sad. Now I'm really sad. Oh no. That was not part of the plan. I guess I'll take a Shell Bell. Yeah, my mind blanked a bit there because, you know, I really hadn't considered that. I haven't actually thought of the rules in a long time. I know I keep pivoting back to that, but it really caught me off guard. Huh. But yeah, I have my co-pilot in box, so I'm fairly sure that I would have been called out if I had broken any rules. Oh my god. Should probably brush on it, but no. Anyway, let's not stay on that. I'm doing that thing again where I'm just staying on a topic that... Move on. We should have gone for Altaria. Oh. Well, I don't know what we're going up against at the end, Vox. So I'm just picking randomly. I guess I'm taking Fracture. What am I? I am Phalanx. Phalanx is hard fighting. Do I have stab on this one? It's kind of sad that we're catching these at the very end, but to be honest, I'm more so getting them for the sake of completion, because we're not going to be using them. This is going to be the finale of this series, actually, now I think about it. Huh. That feels kind of weird to say. After so many months of playing this game, that feels really weird to say. Huh. Fully evolved dragon. Oh, that's a good point. Well, this one looks like it ate an airplane. I'm not sure that's a good thing, but it does. Actually, the more I look at it, the more it really looks like it ate an airplane. What is up with Fracture's design? It looks so goofy. At least from the front. Did it look better when it was a 2D sprite? It must have, right? This is one of those Pokemon that suffered from becoming 3D, isn't it? There were a handful of those, unfortunately. Also, my voice is losing in... I'm gonna take something to drink. Oh my god, Centrogosa! I don't think it ate Centrogosa. I'm assuming I'll be taking this one. Just bottle. I need something to drink. So I can speak again. And I should also be talking in the direction of the microphone, because otherwise it's gonna sound like I'm way away. Okay, what are we going up against? We're going up against... Blacephalon. I'm not a fan of this Pokemon. I'm gonna be blunt with you. I'm not a fan of this popsicle clown thing. I will say, it's an Ultra Beast, and they definitely made it look like it doesn't belong in our universe or anywhere else. So they did that right. That much I can definitely see. But man, do I not like it. It looks so weird. And I admit, that's a me thing. But, you know, I'm allowed to have my opinions. It looks cool for an Ultra Beast, but man, it's one of those moments where it's like, thanks Game Freak, I hate it. I think that's the best phrase to describe it. Thanks, I hate it. But it's a disco ball lollipop clown thing. Wow, you're tearing it a new one. Damn. It's an interesting... I would really like to hear what the thoughts behind the design are, actually. Because it's such abstract art when you really start tearing down its appearance. But there must have been some sort of thought behind it, right? Like circuitry, for instance. It's in its name. It looks like wires. Boss wall is a swole bossing thing. So of course that one's name also makes sense. Like, what is Blacephalon? I don't know. I would love to know. Of course, Kat, you like it. It's a weird clown thing. That also instantly means that Cess is not a fan. I'd assume. Vox really likes it. Yeah. Oh, you like clown-based villains? Well, technically Blacephalon is not a villain. It's at least not a voluntary villain. If I remember correctly, at least. Because the whole Ultra Worm mess, wormhole mess that was created in Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, wasn't exactly their fault from what I understood. It seemed to be more linked to a certain other Pokemon that did some stuff. But regardless... Okay, we now have Blacephalon on our team. I would like to keep it tagged, thank you very much. Do I not get to name it here? Oh, I do, okay. Well, I mean, it kinda has to be called Pennywise, right? It's a clown. So. See, that's the thing, Vox. You say it's based on Pennywise, but I wonder if that's only one of the reference points, because it looks like there's more to the design than just that. Maybe I'm putting too much into it, but honestly, it seems like if there's one place in Pokemon where it seems fairly likely that thought was actually put into anything, it's the Pokemon's designs in many cases. The people behind the designs of the Pokemon seem to actually have some ideas that are interesting at times. Just let me know when you set up the next room box. And again, anyone who wants to join, feel free to do so. I don't know who will be going up against. It'll either be Giratina or... Giratina? Gira? It's Giratina, right? Or Lunala. Oh, you're ready. Okay, cool. Sweet. Thoughts, they are escaping my mind at this point. Its head is supposed to be a balloon, and its signature move goes boom. That's... okay, so it's balloon based. That does make sense. I'm just curious about why it also has kind of an abstract art angle going on with it. Although that could just be because it's supposed to look alien, so to speak. Like it doesn't belong in our dimension. But because let's be honest, because of how abstract art is, it usually breaks the how do you put that? It kind of breaks the rules of how nature normally crafts things and makes weird shapes fit together in ways that they're not supposed to and stuff like that. Or it doesn't naturally fit together. So I guess that's actually not a... that's probably why they decided on that angle, isn't it? I think I answered my own question. I tend to do that when I start wondering about things and just go on talking for a while. Balloons pop, which is an explosion type kind of move. Yeah. Yeah, true. So... I already have a name for the two other ones, so we're not going to be wasting a bunch of time unless someone else comes up with something. If anyone has ideas for a name for Lunala, I am all ears. I do have an idea. It's not very original though, so if anyone has a good name idea, I am all ears. I already have something for Giratina though, so that one's already taken. Sorry. Now we're just waiting. It's amazing how just 2 minutes feels like an eternity when you're just waiting. But hey, we're close to the end, guys. Close to the end. The only things that are left, there are 2 optional endings that we're not going to be getting. Jack Napier? No idea what that's a reference to, Lux. There are 2 optional endings in regards to the DLC that we will not be getting. One is on the Isle of Armor, where you have to donate 3 million watt to the dojo, which is just like an obscene amount of watt. So we're not doing that, and all you get is a card and a nice little cutscene. We are all so we're not getting the final ending, so to speak, I guess, for the Isle of Armor. We're also not getting the one for the Crown Tundra, because that one requires us completing the final legendary clue quest. Not really anything here that's good against Ghost, huh? I don't know, I picked random. The nerdy way of saying the Joker. Oh! Okay, fair enough. What was the thing? Oh yeah, finishing the final legendary clue quest would be the way to get the other ending here. That one requires... well, I haven't actually completed that one yet on my casual one, and I kind of want to not spoil myself on how it works, but it's linked to the Ultra Beast somehow. So... I'll get around to that, just not on this file. That'll be something I do on my own. But I encourage you guys to do it too. I don't know what the price we get for it is either, so... I've specifically tried to not spoil myself on that one. Not that it's a big deal, but you know. Just please don't spoil. DLC is still relatively fresh, so... That's one big cake. Too bad the Big Mouth's not around to eat it. That's still the best battle we had so far. Big Cake versus Big Mouth. Of course the Mouth did win that battle. Just take a big bite. Yeah, my commentary is not super on point today. It doesn't feel like it is, at least, but again, I think it's because I'm tired and I'm not entirely sure what to talk about while we're doing these battles. I hadn't really considered that. Wilmer shouldn't be a big problem given what we have up against it though. So that's a thing. Oh, something I did notice that you can do during these raids, at least when you only have NPCs with you, is that you can actually attack your own teammates and get out of the lair much faster. It's not exactly always worth it though. I didn't time it, but I'm not sure if it is worth doing that rather than completing a lair, because when you complete a lair, you also get the chance of getting extra location data from one of the NPCs. So technically you get the location of 2 rather than 1 legendary. So yeah, I don't know. Didn't really test it that much. I mixed and matched between, depending on how well the NPCs managed to do for me. Sometimes they would drag me all the way to the legendary despite me really trying to sabotage my own team. I still don't know where we're going. Are we going for the item? I'm assuming we're going for the item. That's one thing I don't understand about this lair system. They made it multiplayer. And they made it so that you have the ability to team up and... I don't know any of these items. I don't know any of these items! I guess I'll take this. But yeah, there's no way of communicating with your team at all. You can't communicate who Dynamaxes in a battle. You can't communicate where you want to go. Like you just have to trust that your teammate knows what they're doing. Which is why I'm not a good teammate for this, because I don't know what I'm doing. I have no stinking clue what I'm doing when it comes to this, because it's based... That's not entirely true. I have like 50% idea of what I'm doing when it comes to trying to figure out the type matchings. Yeah. It just strikes me as incredibly odd and at the same time incredibly on par for Nintendo, because it's odd because it's multiplayer. Why is there no way of communicating? Even it's a lot of Nintendo's games with multiplayer do have simplified communication tools where you can pick pre-existing sentences that you can throw at people. And that's honestly what I'd expect here, because that way you avoid the whole people being able to troll in the same manner or send very rude language to each other and stuff. I just don't understand why it wasn't implemented for this mode, honestly. Maybe it was too much work for Game Freak. That's probably it, to be honest. That's probably it. So, let me just have a quick look. We're either up against a Ghost Dragon or a Ghost Psychic. Both of them don't like Dark type moves, so we have that going for us. At least I think I have a Dark type move. I have Assurance, right? Is that a move that damages at all? Because otherwise I don't. It is. It's Max Darkness. Okay, that's cool. I don't actually need to switch my Pokemon at all. Sweet. Probably would have if this had been against Blacephalon, simply because of the fire typing it has. I was about to ask, that's a good question, why is Blacephalon fire type when it's a balloon, but it's an explosive balloon. Explosions are tied to fire, so that makes sense, that makes sense. And I guess the ghost typing is part of the reference to Pennywise then. Otherwise I can't see why it would be ghost. It's going swimmingly. This is much faster and easier when you have a competent partner to do these with. I can definitely recommend that if you're gonna do raid lairs, then what do they call it? Max Lairs. If you can avoid doing it alone, you probably should. There is you can join randos. I don't know how that works without communication. I wouldn't trust anyone in there. I'd assume there is a pretty high chance that you'll either run into people who are not good at the game, like me, or people who are just there to ruin the fun for you. So, if you have friends, definitely recommend doing this with a friend. Most of the Ultra Beasts are very out there with their typings. Oh, really? So we're either going up against normal type or normal type. I see a flying. What is that? Oh, that's Eevee. Sure. That is Eevee, right? The silhouettes are not exactly easy to tell sometimes. That's not Eevee. If it's Eevee, then it's a really ugly Eevee. Hey Dunsparce, haven't seen you in a while, man. Dunsparce, one of those Pokemon that I literally sometimes forget exist. Which is kind of sad, but also true. There is a case to be spoken about using Dunsparce sometimes, I think. It's a weird Pokemon. The circles on its head, that's the eyes, right? I can never remember. There's something weird about Dunsparce that always catches me off. Yeah, that's theirs. Yep, it is. Wait, it has spikes on its chin? Huh. Noctowl would have been the best. Oh, was that Noctowl? Huh. Okay. I've done goofed. I don't think Dunsparce is gonna be like the big run killer. Vox, come on. We're not gonna lose to a Dunsparce, right? I'd hope not. I mean, it's a Dunsparce. What even is Dunsparce? It looks like a weird thing with wings. See, Dunsparce is a Pokemon I'd love to know the reference material for when it comes to its design, because I am not. Kind of looks like a pillow with wings, but it's not a pillow, obviously. You wanted to swap. Whoops. And this is Dunsparce. Well, you've used Dunsparce before, haven't you? Successfully, if I remember correctly. At least in the lair battles. Dunsparce, Destroyer of Worlds. What? Cats, is that a reference I don't get? Why is it a destroyer of worlds? It's more so a destroyer of my mind, because I'm going insane about trying to figuring out what is up with its design. Also, I'm fairly sure that we agreed that it's Hop who's the destroyer of worlds. At least he's really mean during a Nuzlocke, that's for sure. Oh, you used Dunsparce as a joke. Well, it worked when you did. For the lair, at least. Have you ever tried to use Dunsparce competitively? Is that even possible? Just cat things. Okay, fair enough, cats. Just the cat. Is it funny because cats? That's an inside joke, by the way, so I don't expect anyone to get why that's funny. Wait, what did I do? Where'd my bird go? I've not exactly been looking at the battle for a while. What did I do? Am I using an attack where I disappear for a round? I haven't noticed. This is why I can't trust me. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess I don't get my Pokemon back because it's not on the field anymore. Bye, Skarmory. It's nice knowing you, wherever you flew to. So Vox, you're telling me you don't want this Dunsparce? I am disappointed. Now I'm tempted to take it. I probably won't though. You do not recommend competitive Dunsparce. But if it's your favorite, first, I'm sorry, and second, It has Serene Grace. Oh, okay. Fair enough, Vox. Do I want Dunsparce? It has Shadow Ball. I'm taking Dunsparce. I'm taking Dunsparce for the joke of it. We can't fail now, right? It has Shadow Ball, come on. Paralysis and Flinch? Huh. But it's still Dunsparce. Oh, Lunala, it is. That is by far, without question, my favorite of the two cover legendaries from Generation 7? The Sun and Moon games. It's so pretty. Also, I'm so gonna whack it over the head with this. Are you ready to see the biggest Dunsparce around? This is so dumb, and I love it. You know what they should have done? Gigantamax Dunsparce. Gigantisparce. I would have loved to see that. Just to give it some sort of relevancy, right? Now I have a big Dunsparce. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Will we win anyway? Hopefully? Ow. People like me, who barely knows what Pokemon ability is. Serene Grace is an ability that increases the odds of pulling off secondary effects of attacks. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's not a lot of damage. That's not so nice. Guess it's because I don't have stab. Makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Probably don't have the best stats either. Wait, you can use that too? That's not... Oh yeah, of course you're Ghost type. Duh. How many lives do we have? We still have all 4. Oh, now we have 3 left, right? I don't think we lost anything on the way up here. Fairly sure that is to... I wish they'd just show it in battle, because it's so annoying that you have to remember each of the milestone lines, so to speak. Well, bye to you, man. Remember back in Gen 6 when we had a battle for fun and Togekiss parafused and then spam flinched you? Oh, that's Serene Grace. Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember us battling during Generation 6, and that basically meant that I didn't want to ever battle you again. And now, well, now we're doing the Nuzlocke. And I'm battling you anyway. Ah. Oh well. And now we're doing the lairs, and I'm battling with you instead. Good times. I do remember a different battle from Generation 6, where I brought something with Thunder, and I hit... Not every time, but like it felt like I had a 95% hit rate, and it was without rain, which is stupidly accurate for Thunder. That was a good match. That was a good match. You distinctively remember me cursing at your Togekiss. Well, I also cursed a lot at your Ghost type. I forget what it's called. The Sword and Shield Pokemon. Because that thing, that was before I understood how it worked, and that was super annoying to go up against. Okay, Lunala's almost down. We're probably not going to lose this one, even though I picked Dunsparce. Moongeist Beam. Didn't that attack used to have a nice animation to go with it? Although I guess that's only when it's not Dynamaxed, I guess. That's a shame. I vaguely remember that attack looking really pretty. Was it not that one? I remember Lunala has a signature move that looks really nice. Aegislash, that's the one. I have more respect for Aegislash now that I've learned to use it. And now that I've grown into really liking Ghost type, because believe it or not, guys, I wasn't always the Ghost type focused person I am these days. But yeah, I don't mind Aegislash too much these days. I believe they also nerfed it pretty badly in this generation anyway, so... Was it last generation? In some generation they nerfed it. I can't remember what they did, but they did something to it. But yeah, Lunala, woo! That's 2 out of 3, just like Giratina. Which is cool. And there's drunk people outside because why not? It's Thursday, so why wouldn't you? Ay, I'm so annoyed by people. And like, I don't... It's fine to have fun, but these guys are just so loud. I do want to nickname it. I don't have a better nickname in mind, so we're going with Luna. It is a reference to a character from Zero Escape's Virtue's Last Reward. So it's not like I just picked something that's like, oh, Luna, that's a word that kind of looked like Lunala. No, that's a bit of thought to it. Okay, so now it's just Giratina, huh? I'm gonna do exactly the same thing, and I assume that once again, anyone who wants to join, allowed to join. I'm gonna wait for Vox to say that they have set up, so that I don't accidentally create one and then they arrive to mine instead. That would be stupid. Your team, those two, Mega, Scissor, Melodic, you're probably right. I can't remember your team, Vox. That's like, oh jeepers, that's like 4-5 years ago? Time sure flies. Kind of missed Generation 6, to be honest. Like, the games were... X and Y was a bit subpar, admittedly. But they were good enough, mechanically solid enough, that I actually enjoyed playing them, and they were what got me back into Pokemon, so... There's a bit of nostalgia there. The character models looked so weird though, this half chippy-esque look. Not quite sure how I feel about that these days, now that I'm used to like proper character models that look more anime. But yeah, Generation 6, huh? Yeah, random fact, I don't know if I might have talked about this before either on stream or in my Nuzlocke, but I actually only played Generation 1 and 2 before I stopped playing Pokemon until Generation 6. I think I spoke about that in my Nuzlocke around the time where I started. There was a period of time where I was like, oh, that looks like a Generation 5 Pokemon. So I think I explained it before, but it's just fascinating because it means that there's a lot of Pokemon from other generations that I actually thought were from Generation 6. So when I saw the actual roster of new Pokemon from that generation, it's super small. So I felt like a step back from Black and White. I don't know. I don't fully agree. It feels more like, if you compare Black and White to X and Y, it feels like they pivoted straight over to the exact opposite end. Black and White has a decent story, but it suffers from so many mechanical sluggishness and issues that I just couldn't enjoy it personally. Meanwhile, X and Y, they basically optimized most of the mechanics, so it's a solid game. But man, is it lackluster in the story department. So it feels like they completely jumped to the exact opposite point of the spectrum when they were making X and Y. That's my personal observations, at least. And then we got Sun and Moon, which were much better, both in story and... Actually, Sun and Moon were... You can say a lot about Sun and Moon, but I thought it was a really solid generation. I really like those games. I just wish that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon hadn't changed part of the plot. I won't say too much about that. But I just wish they hadn't, because I really like the original Sun and Moon's plot. I kind of want... The best version of that generation would be... Like, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the best of that generation. They have all the missing features that it looked like they had planned but didn't implement in Sun and Moon. But I just want the Sun and Moon story but the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon game, if that makes sense. But overall, solid generation, definitely. Man, I beat those games so many times. Yeah, I suppose you're right that they're not, well, they're not entirely the fault of Generation 5. It depends on how you look at it. Like, yes, a lot of this lockiness comes as has been like inherited from Generation 4, but just because a previous generation had flaws doesn't mean you need to grandfather it into the next generation. I think that's a bit of a lazy excuse. Ooh, I should not have picked that. I'm gonna switch this. Because I'm weak to Ghost. But I'm also Bok. No, I'm weak. But yeah, because a new generation means there is an excuse to actually optimize the things that didn't work. It feels like looking at some of the things between Generation 4 and 5 that they either didn't touch it at all or made it worse in some cases. So I don't know if I'm not going to completely and fully agree with it being all Generation 4's fault. But I definitely think that after 2 generations of the fanbase making the same complaints, that's probably why Generation 6 ended up being so much in the opposite end of the spectrum, where they just focused on getting a really solid, optimized, good experience gameplay-wise. And either way, I think we can all agree that Generation 4, 5, and 6, whatever happened in those 3 generations, is what led to Generation 7 being so good, because it's one of the cases where Game Freak actually seems to have learned from all their mistakes and fixed it all. The only thing that game lacks, Sun and Moon, is a way to skip cutscenes if you already played the game before. But you know, it's the first time they really went all in with cinematic cutscenes, so... Incredibly hard to blame Generation for not fixing things that already were there from the onset. Did Generation 5 just straight up use the same engine? Yeah, I guess it did use the same engine as Generation 4, didn't it? Both from the 3DS. Again, I'm not going to comment too much on Generation 4 and 5, mainly because I only played Generation 5 recently and it wasn't a pleasant experience, and I haven't actually played through Generation 4, so I can't fully speak on it. But you know, you have a lot of gripes with Sun and Moon too. Yeah, I mean, it's not a flawless game by any stretch of the imagination. That Generation 7 is not flawless. No Pokemon game is flawless. Even people who are like, oh, Generation 1, that's the best games. Heck, even the people like myself who say that Heart Gold and Soul Silver are like the pinnacle of Pokemon. Those games are excellent, but they suffer from the exact same issue that the originals, I mean, they're remakes, of course. So they suffer from the exact same issues that the original Generation 2 games did. There are some really bad pacing issues at the very end, not the end, I guess the midpoint technically, when you're about to enter the league first time, where the difficulty and level cap just, or not cap, but you know, levels just spike like crazy, so if you're not prepared for it, it can really catch you off guard. And I really, really wish they'd filled Kanto with something, because as cool as it is that Generation 2 has Kanto, it just feels empty. I like sightseeing, but it feels incredibly empty, which is a shame. Because if they actually, like, I think it's because they didn't dare step out of the comfort zone and actually do a remake with additional thing on top of it in that regard. But if they had taken that extra step, I would actually say that the Generation 2 remakes would be near flawless to some extent. They're definitely some of the best games in the series. I don't know why we're debating this, but I guess it's because there's not much to say about the layers. I hope people don't mind. I like sharing my opinions sometimes, and I don't exactly do opinion piece videos. Probably also get downvoted to hell and back if I did. I don't always have the popular opinions, but I feel like I often have good arguments for why I think so, and I'm always willing to listen to other people's arguments, and I'm not the kind of person who like just sit back, cross my arms and go, no, your opinion doesn't matter because you're wrong and I'm right. That's not how debating works, that's not how you adult. talk with someone, they give their opinion. I'm not talking about anyone, I'm just talking about generally. Anyway. Narrow and weak level design. Oh, that's what you didn't like about the generation. Yeah, I can kind of see why. Sun and Moon were not hard games. They were definitely aimed towards a more casual audience. I will say Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did have a segment. Actually, it had 2 points in the story that caught me off guard, which were actually harder than I expected them to be. So then they kinda upped the difficulty curve in the second batch, the second half of Generation 7. But yeah, Sun and Moon were not hard games, although I will say that's probably one of the reasons I like them, because I am more casual, so I pivot towards... I lean more towards, you know, games that don't take too much effort to beat, unless there's a trophy involved and it's a platinum trophy and it's on PlayStation. I might be a platinum hunter. Man, have I dragged myself through some really bad games or really strong, tough games at times just to get a stupid virtual trophy. Truly have no skills, huh? We want the dragon. Okay. That was actually what I was aiming for, so I'm glad to hear we're on the same page, Vox. Hope we're on the path to the dragon, aren't we? You don't want a difficult Pokemon game, you just want a game that does not insult your intelligence. Yeah, I can see why. I will say, for something that I really like that they included in Sun and Moon is the whole thing where once you met a Pokemon, caught a Pokemon, you can see whether or not an attack against it is super effective or not. Because that's less about intelligence and more about memory. And honestly, for people like me who have such a hard time remembering all the type combinations and needing to bring out charts and stuff, that's just a quality of life thing. But yeah, I agree, there are times where, just generally, the fact that I believe most trainers in Sun and Moon, that entire generation, only had 3 to 4 Pokemon at most, strikes me as a bit odd that it's like that. But again, I think they decided to go for making the games easier, but it just again speaks to the whole thing that I've said before, that it would be nice if Game Freak would maybe hire someone who knows something about difficulties and dynamic leveling, so that we can have a game that could appeal to multiple types of people, so that we have easier game for those of us who just want to cruise through and experience it, and maybe a medium difficulty for people who want a bit of a challenge but not like competitive level, and then competitive level challenge for those who really want to just get their butt kicked throughout the entire game. I think that would be really nice, to be honest. But yeah. You never experienced a hard Pokemon in your life. Blue, Red, Cynthia, Steve, Whitney, Sabrina. That's a lot of names. Didn't destroy the fan base, and it didn't make the what? I'm not sure what you're saying, Vox, sorry. I mean, your competitive level, I'm sure there would be someone who really would, if we're gonna implement, if they were gonna implement a difficulty system, I don't think having competitive level would be a bad idea. Like, you just do it just like any other game. You have easy, medium, and hard. Or if you're playing Kingdom Hearts, you have beginner, normal, and proud. I think in Pokemon it would just be, what would they call it? They would call it story mode, normal mode, and competitive mode, right? That way you can that way you can appeal to more segments of users, because there's definitely someone out there who would love to play this game where it actually feels like they're playing against competitive. Probably also not bad practice. On top of that, I would really want these games to just have the ability to have different settings you could set at the start of a game. Like, if a Pokemon gets knocked out, do you lose it permanently? So that you could just set up a Nuzlocke run and not have to worry about enforcing these things on your own. Like, all these settings would be so nice to have and would really work in the favor of the fan base, because if there's one thing Game Freak has going for them, it's a lot of people like doing challenge runs. So if you can have the game enforce the rules for a challenge run automatically, it's a no-brainer. It seems like such a no-brainer to implement, so I don't understand why they wouldn't. Also, speaking of no-brain, I just use a toxic move against something that doesn't get affected by toxic moves. Herpy derp. I'm smart. Insanely easier to add a battle tower instead of doing competitive difficulty. Most competitive players would prefer that anyways. I mean, I'm not thinking at all about what would be easier to do. I'm just saying, if they are doing a dynamic leveling system anyway that could appease more people, it doesn't make sense not to have a hard mode. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Nuzlocke mode would be awesome to have. Nuzlocke mode and Monotype mode. I'm sure there's something else you could add mode. Ooh, that's a hard hit. Who takes the dragon, by the way, Vox, after this? Also, sorry to the audience if this whole spiel has been boring to listen to. I will, again, I don't know what else I would be talking about here. We're fighting Duraludon now. I guess it turned into a bit of a podcast here. Just to wrap up that whole conversation real quick. The reason I'm giving suggestions and bashing some of the games, not bashing, constructive criticism of some of the games, is really just because I like the Pokemon games and there's so much potential, and it doesn't always feel like Game Freak sees or acts upon said potential, and it makes me a bit sad, to be honest. I would really like if more was done with the series, but they need to hire more people, and there's also the whole thing with the time constraints of the development cycles and stuff, so, you know. Oh, whoops, that's me clicking a button on the controller, sorry, a bit loud. Duraludon is really giving us a run for our money. This is not good. I don't think it was a good idea going up against this thing. I take the dragon. Well, okay, I will take it if we actually survive it. At this point I'm starting to think we might have to do the whole lair one more time, which would not be good. It would not be good. Because that's a lot of wasted time. It's so annoying. I have nothing good to... I have no good moves against Duraludon. I kinda have to hope that the rest of you can carry this match, but I think none of us really have good moves against Duraludon, do we? Will give us a huge advantage against Giratina, yeah, but it still requires us to make it to Giratina and be in a good enough state to survive Giratina. How many lives have we lost now? I think we lost like 2. Probably recognize the text when it pops up in a moment. Sigilyph gets fainted. Even stronger, I think that's 2. That's not good. We had half health. Should probably just the Dynamax when I had the chance, shouldn't I? I didn't think it through. I forgot that Vox's Pokemon doesn't have that much health. I figured, why not let Vox do it? That was probably not the smartest move. I'm just doing like chip damage every single round. You take the... Yeah, good point. You take the dragon if you don't faint. You faint, though. No, you didn't? How did you not faint? You take the dragon, because that's where you have most health. That makes full sense. Okay. I don't know why I'm catching the dragon anyway, but I guess it's because you'll be catching it anyway, so to fill the waiting time with something that looks shiny. Okay, Giratina. That's the last one we're gonna be catching, right? Yeah, it is. Wow, we're almost done. Like, with the game. Feels so surreal, man. 2 lives left, okay. We just need to beat Giratina. I think you're ready or near ready to Dynamax, Gigantamax, so that is probably perfect timing then. Oh, didn't make the younger demographic scream despair. That was what we were saying earlier. Okay. I didn't quite understand what you were saying. Sorry about that. I think it's because it cut your sentence off at some point. But yeah. Also, that's not entirely true. The difficulty jump in Generation 2 right before the leak definitely meant that I stopped playing it for a long time before picking it up. It took me 7 years before I picked up a hard goal. Yeah, hard goal again to beat the league. Yeah. Wow, I am not strong even when I'm using super effective. Thankfully you don't take a lot of damage. Okay, let's take down this dragon. Dragon Ghost. G-Max depletion. That's a signature G-Max move, isn't it? That did not do a lot of damage. Giratina's pretty thick, huh? As in, it's really, like, it's tanky. This thing takes a lot to get through, huh? The fact is, if the early game is beginner friendly enough, most people who spend 2 hours on the game are likely to spend 20. That depends. That depends on how bad it gets, because you'd be surprised. Not all people are like us who go through half a game and then battle through the rest because otherwise we wasted time. There are a lot of people who will just be like, nope, this is just not fun anymore. Just leave the game and go on to all the games, especially these days. The attention span these days, and with considering how many games constantly gets released, if the game is so hard that it's just annoying. Actually, I have a good example I have 2 good examples from myself. I never finished Generation 4 because it was slow and boring. I think I made it past the midpoint, but then I just gave up. And on top of that, another game I played more recently, we lost. No. Really? Guess the Ralladon wasn't really the ace in the hole we needed, huh? Set up again. That's kind of annoying. I didn't want to redo layers because we're already going overtime, and now we're going even more overtime. This is super annoying. Oh well, can't be helped. We're gonna catch this mofo. What was I saying? Jak and Daxter 2. That game is just not fun for me. I didn't even get to the halfway point and I just went, nope, not gonna play this. Anyway, I guess we're doing the lair again, and I'll focus more on playing and less about debating, because apparently I'm just so bad that even if I don't focus on it, I do even worse. So there's that. So Giratina's typing. Ghost Dragon. I need my type chart. Dragon is weak to Ice, Dragon, and Fairy. Actually, I'm gonna, instead of the type chart, I'm just gonna find Giratina. because that way I can get the dual type chart instead. Where are you? Type effectiveness, there we go. This is the altered form? Yes, it is. So it is weak to Ghost, Ice, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. Immune to Normal and Fighting. Okay, and resists Poison, Bug, Fire. Poison and Bug. Okay, no wonder I didn't deal any damage at all last time then. Wow. I had the worst Pokemon for that battle. Amazing. Vox, don't forget to ready up. Otherwise we'll get I don't know if it'll continue without you or it'll just disband the lobby. Can't remember. Dynamax Adventure. Okay. At this point, like, no one's gonna join anyway. We're just gonna start. Plus, we're going overtime. And I'm tired. Okay, so Dragon type resists like all the basic elements. So nothing here is good. No matter what I pick here, it's garbage. Against specifically the one we have, and same goes now. Same now. It's really not giving us... Okay, at least Drapion. It has a dark type attack. You can pick between ghosts. Are you kidding me? Oh, the RNG. The RNG, man. The RNG. I don't even know which way to go. Okay, I guess we're going the other way. Well, it's so annoying because it also takes half damage to water Pokemon. I guess we need to find something that has a dual typing with dark. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. Ground and Rock is fine. That's just straight up one normal damage output. Don't double click. We'll get through this quick. At least I'm super effective, so we should be able to take Golurk out quick. Also, Serena, one of my ace Pokemon when I did my Sun and Moon playthrough. Really like that one. She has a mean kick that really deals some damage. Really weird Pokemon design though. Did Drapion just poke Chansey in the face? Looked like it. Okay, Golurk, go down. Good. If he just hits the normal type, it doesn't deal that much damage. Okay, I guess I am the big damage dealer right now. Alright, and because of what I did, everyone heals a bit. So one of those attacks got completely mitigated. Yeah, not much to do about that. Vox, do you already have a plan of where we're heading on the map? Because if you can give me the idea of where we're going beforehand, I can't completely mess it up. That would be nice. Because I don't want to do this a third time. Max Overgrowth, that should put it close to being done. Yeah. Okay. No, Shadow Punch, not Sucker Punch. At least... I don't have to think of it. I don't know if it just feels like it, but... the difficulty of these caves, like the first raid boss is always easy, right? And then it ups the scale the further in you get, doesn't it? It feels like it at least. We're going to gamble on the random swap. Okay. That is entirely fair. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Because I'm not exactly... I don't exactly have the best Pokemon for this. Unfortunately. But at least Golurk goes down without any casualties and any issues. That's 1 down, 3 to go. I want to see what moveset Golurk has at the very least. Because if it happens to have a dark type move... Oh, Ghost? No, it's Ghost type. We're not going to use that. It's gonna get knocked out by Giratina in like 1 fell swoop. Oh no, that means one of our AIs is gonna take it, doesn't it? Trust the AI to mess things up. I can guarantee you someone's gonna take it. Oh! Ooh! I guess my guarantees aren't worth anything. You're gonna bank on the rando, so that's this way then. I'm super effective here as well, so that's perfectly fine. I could have taken Golurk. Yeah, I could have, but the ghost typing worries me in this regard. That's a big frog. I remember when I saw this specific evolution the first time. That was when I learned about split evolutions. I was a bit confused because it looks so different from Poliwhirl. It's like, wait, it changed color and everything? But it makes sense when you look at the source material and stuff. It makes sense because it's like a frog. But it was just, you know, it was a wild time back then when Pokemon was still... Jeepers, I feel old now. Back when Pokemon was just coming out. Oh, I can't believe I'm that old now. I lived through that. What? Oh man. Ooh. You don't like to see that. Chansey goes out in 1 hit. Yikes. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Because that leaves us with 3 health. I know you can still win with that, but I'm just thinking our setup is not the best. On top of that, Giratina is tanky. Like super tanky from what I could tell, which is like... Is Giratina like focus tank or... It's legendary, so of course it's tanky in all aspects, I'd assume, but... What is it? What is its focus? What do I see stats here? Base stats, here we go. Oh, it's evenly split between defense and special defense, huh? Both has 120. Well... That's just gosh darn annoying. Ain't it? That means no matter what we hit it with, it'll always deal very little damage unless it's like... It really begs you to question Poliwrath though. Yeah, that's true. I guess Poliwrath is something that failed to evolve. At least into a frog. I'm assuming neither of us take this one. Depending on what attacks it has, that is. Let's have a look-see what it has. I will say, at least this lair is giving us a challenge in having to actually strategize on what we're doing, rather than just being able to cruise through it like we could with the two first ones. Angry Tadpole. Yes, definitely. Ugh, that's not good. Neither is what I have though. Actually, it's better than what I have when I look at it. Because it has earth power. No, I'm not gonna take it. I don't know. Oh, come on, Isabella. The one thing we had with a dark type move got swapped out. I hate the AI sometimes. I really hate the AI. So who are we going with up here? We have ground. Upwell, huh. We have a... That's a dragon ground? I'm assuming we're going for that then, right? I hope that it has a dragon move, because dragon is super effective. That begs the question, who switches then? Because I don't think I have anything that really deals a whole lot of damage to Giratina in the first place, but I don't know if you do either anymore. Or at all. We should have gone normal. Oh, Flygon is weak to Giratina? What? How? Oh. Dragon is weak to dragon. I am... This is exactly why I wanted the pathing before we went in here, before we went further. Oh no, we're gonna lose another life here as well, because it's flying. I don't want to have to do this again. I should swap so I'm immune to ghosts. Well, I guess so, yeah. Oh, we're gonna go into Giratina battle with... Shoot, with only 2 lives again. And nothing super effective. I don't really know what to say other than, gosh damn it, darn it. Vox, you still here, Vox? There you go. Jeepers, Serena is keeping itself alive for now. No, I know Flygon is not flying, but it had a flying type move it used against me, right? Wasn't that what I was weak to? I didn't actually see what move it used, but I assumed it was a flying type move since it can learn those, right? Again, I'd assume it can, since it has like wings and stuff. I don't know. I know it's not flying type. Yeah, I should swap for health, definitely. Well, Serena carried me through most of this layer anyway, so she did a good job. She was super effective against the 2 first ones at the very least. Wait, what are we never minding at? Take it out. Ah, so close. I hope one of the AIs or Vox can finish up the job, because I don't want to be against this thing anymore. Ah. Oh, never mind, because of the healing. I didn't even see that. Wow. Oh, it would be nice if someone had a priority move now. Still think I should swap. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Nullified. Oh, it still gets the hit in before we... Don't you... It's over. We have one life against Giratina and we lost again. I have to start over again. It's... I'm starting to be really glad that I'm gonna be done with this game soon, because I'm starting to get really tired of layers. I hadn't started with the... We would have been on time if it wasn't because of the Star Tournament that I didn't intend to actually do. Oh well. It's content, I guess. I'm just tired. And I'm really tired of layers. My gosh. I've been doing these too much. We have 2 with immunity against Giratina. Huh. Well, it just needs to misfire enough that we can take it down then. The problem is it's freaking chunkers. This thing takes so many hits. Do I Dynamax if I get the chance, or do you? I think I can Dynamax from the start, can't I? No, I can't. But I will have the chance before you. Do I Dynamax or do I give it to you? I'm assuming I do with my Dragon type move. Also comes to the realization that you probably have had your own voice chat. Although, just for clarification for everyone, the reason I didn't do that is because my setup is not built for voice, for having that's a lot of damage. My setup is not currently set up, so it's bye Flygon. So much for misfire. I can't have guests on here yet. I need to figure out how to get Discord to work with Streamlabs. Oh, we're gonna lose again. I hate it. The RNG is not on my side today. Everyone's just buffing the double. And that's a reset because some stupid kid on our team decided to stick with Chansey throughout the entire thing. I don't want to do it again. Well, gonna do it again. And yes, if I'm starting to sound annoyed, I am, because I don't like when I lose to something that's like majority RNG, because it doesn't feel like it's my fault. So right now this game is wasting my time by something I cannot control, and it's pissing me off, to be quite honest. Oh, this was so easy normally. We're not gonna wait. I'm sorry if anyone wanted to join. There's no one watching anyway. So we're just heading in straight away because I want this over with. Okay, what do we have? We have a ghost type. This one has an ice type move. Basculin. Basculin is also freaking weak though. I'm gonna take the Basculin and I'm gonna switch throughout the cave. I'm so annoyed. Like, no, I'm not doing another stream vlogs. This is the last Pokemon stream. I decided on this before I started and I'm gonna stick to it. This is the last Pokemon stream for when it comes to this game. Because I'm tired of this game at this point. Well, not tired. I'm just There's nothing more to do, and I don't want a stream that's like, hey, here's 20 minutes of one layer. Okay, Vox, map out a path now. Give it to me on stream. We'll do that. So that I don't make any more missteps. Because that's the only thing I can F up in this. That is true, a third player, but... whatever. I'm so done with this. My goodness, and I have nothing... Okay, you picked the thing that has a fire attack, so you're gonna be the one who's gonna Gigantamax, Dynamax, whatever. You're gonna max out the damage. Annoyance of RNG combined with me being tired is not a good combination, because I can feel myself slowly drifting into super frustrated mood where I just... deep breath. To anyone else, this will look like I'm overreacting. I know that. I'm tired. And when I'm tired, I get annoyed easily. At least Comfy should be relatively easy. We might not even need to Dynamax. That might actually just waste time. This thing is Bog Fairy. Fairy type is super effective. Do you want it or do I take it? I guess you have some coverage and Ghost, but you're also weak to it. Did the AI take the Comfy? Got it. Okay, I'm just following your orders now. You know what you're doing, I don't. You just need to, like you're doing now, you need to take into consideration the 20-second delay, so saying it when we are about to pick is not going to work. So you saying it beforehand? Kudos. That works. Thank you. Die, flowers, die! I wish I had a fire Pokemon right now, because right now I just want to see this cabin burn. Okay, that's probably as painless as this could go. Like the first match. It was faster than the Galar. No, I was sorry, thirsty, so... it was about as painless as the last one. We just need to not F it up. So we're going for the Bog and then Ferret. Oh, that's what you meant. The pathing, got it. Going for the Bog, then the Ferret type. Got it. Understood. That's what you meant. But that's not the full pathing, is it? What did you say? Let the AI take the Comfy. Yes, okay. See, let me see the map again. So we're going Bog and Fairy. Oh yeah. And I guess one of us is gonna gamble on the randomized Pokemon. Because Bog type specifically is only half damage against Giratina. Unless this Bog has some good moves. This should not be this tactical. Is Giratina really that... I guess it is a Dragon type. It's a legendary on top. Oh, it's so cute! I'm a sucker for cute things, okay? And Ribombee is just... It has a scarf, come on. It's not weak to ice? Huh. You want the Ribombee. Okay, you're gonna get the Ribombee. Oh, is it... Wait, this is part Fairy as well, isn't it? Oh, and then we take the path up to the other Fairy type, and that ensures that we both have a Fairy type. That's good. That's good planning. Well spotted. I would not have figured that this was Ribombee, admittedly. I'm not good at looking at the... It didn't stand a chance! Okay, at least this looks like it's gonna be fast. Because Giratina is very powerful with typing and part of cover legendary trio. Oh right, it's a cover legendary in the third. Yeah, true. Just doing my head in at the moment. Okay, so you take Ribombee. Ooh, it has Draining Kiss. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. It has a support fairy. Oh, so it's really only Catherine who's a detriment to the team. That's good. Unless there's a slight chance that if I'm gonna pass up the random. Should I take the random here so that we're sure that William doesn't take it? Take the random, okay. Yeah, that's what I figured, because otherwise we risk... Oh, Catherine would have taken it. Ah, that's a shame. That would actually have been good. Well, that's a dragon. That's a water dragon. That's really bad. Considering we're going up against a fairy type now. Oh, damn. Well, we would have gotten it either way. Because if I didn't get it, then Catherine would have taken it. It's cake! It's cake! Big cake! That reminds me, I still need to evolve all the different variations of that thing. I have them all at ready. I have too many of them, but I've caught every single one. And I have all the candies. I just need to, you know, swing in circles at the right time of the day for every single one of them. That's so much work. Never got around to do that. Wait. It's not dragon. Not dragon? Is it its evolution that? Nice spelling, sass. Pivoting back to the whole idea that words are overrated anyway, right? Oy. Okay, this time you can't fault me. This looks like it should be dragon. Is it its evolution that's a dragon? It has an evolution, right? What's this? Yeah, it's like Horsey evolves to Sidra, that evolves to Kingdra. Kingdra is dragon type, right? Proud of yourself in your spelling. I do not... Okay, we lost... Oh, we haven't lost anyone yet. We need to take this thing out before... We're too close to losing, well, at least 3 lives here. I don't want to go into Giratina with just 1 life, even if we have 3 fairy types with us. Then again... Wait, you didn't Dynamax? Weren't you ready for Dynamaxing though? Fake tears. Okay. I'm not... Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Titra's Generation Run and Generation 1 couldn't make anything but Dragonite a dragon. Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, that's our first life done. Catherine can Dynamax. Sometimes I wish that it was possible to dish out commands to the AI so you could be like, hey, you Dynamax. That would be really nice, but... You know, why would you... Well, this is such a good support. You don't have anything that hits well. Okay, well, good. At least you're debuffing. Your stat changes definitely made a difference because I could one hit KO it at the end. So that's good. Okay, so we've lost 1 heart, and I think we have 2 with half health and 1 with low health, or is it 3 with half health? We're better, and we have 3 not dragons. We have 3 fairy types. One of them support. We're better off than last time. Yes, I swap. And I'm assuming I Gigantamax the moment I have a chance. Okay, we have to do it this time. This stream has gone on for too long. We're in an hour overtime. Like, it's only overtime for me because I'm tired. But, you know. Oh, also, when we're done Giratina, I'm gonna take a bit to... There's gonna be a small speech, I guess, at the end where I'm gonna talk a bit, because I have a few things to say about future live streams as well as just a few words for you guys in general. I will try not to make it too long, don't worry. But just so you know, stick around a bit. There's a bit, a small bit of, I guess you would call them, maybe not announcements, but some ideas for future streams and stuff. Oh, don't you dare go down that easily. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Okay, time to feed this big guy some cake. Okay. You want cake? I give you cake. Oh man. I'm all out of jokes at this point. Okay. Indoor. Okay, so basically Catherine's just making sure that Emolga does not die this round, which is good. But unnecessary because of the healing, but that's fine. So we're all in good heals. Good health right now? We're all in good heals. Wow. I give this to William. He is a good support character in this battle. Ouchie ouch. That's a lot of damage in a single hit, but I guess that's because you're flying type. Wait, bug type. Type? That's because we're typing. Okay, two hearts left. Max finale. Oh, this is good. This should be, if nothing. Oh, that's a critical hit. Okay. No, it should be fine. As long as nothing goes completely and utterly wrong now. Oh, you're not in a good place yourself, Comfey. You did what you needed to. Oh, you lowered its defense? Is what you meant? I'm assuming that's what you meant. Comfy's gonna heal. Wait, what? Take it back, William, you suck. Why did you heal him? Why did you heal the Molga? It had barely taken any damage. Look at me. Not to be like super egocentric, but I am a player. And the cannon right now. And Giratina goes down. That long effing last. Okay, I have an idea for a name. Well, that really matters because we're not going to use it, but I'm still going to call it. Unless the game decides that there is a filter that does not allow me to do it. That is true. It made a huge difference, Vox. I was sitting and wondering if Giratina would do that thing where it nullifies that, but thankfully it didn't do it. So that made it. Thank you, Vox. You basically made that last one work by commanding the battle. We finally caught it, guys. Now have every single ghost type I can have in this Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke? Monotype. As long as I remember to press the right one here. Select. Yes, I would like to pick Giratina. And if I'm allowed to name it this, Nael. Or is it Niel? No, it's Nael. Oh, I am allowed to do that. That is a Persona reference. For those of you who know Persona, which should be a fair chunk of you. Oh my goodness. That was... Thanks, Jam, and thanks for the help, Vox. Thanks, S. That was way more work than it should have been. But yeah, we did it. We finished the Monotype. This is, as I said, gonna be the last episode of this series, unless they release more DLC later. But I will say, I might return to the Pokemon series in general. This is one of the things I wanted to mention now before we end. I am considering doing streaming Pokemon Let's Go, just for the lols, just for the fun. And maybe other Pokemon games in the future. Aside from that, I'm also, well, from next week we're gonna head back to streaming White Day again. Where we'll be jumping back to the original White Day, which I haven't actually played before, and I can already tell you it's different from what we've already experienced. So that's gonna be new content, new stuff, new ghosts, etc. So we're gonna be doing that from next week. I had considered maybe streaming Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not sure because it's a big series. And I'd also considered streaming Wild Arms, which is my favorite series of all time, but it's an RPG, so that's super long. That's just some thoughts, but we're definitely going back to White Day, and I'm probably gonna pick up more Pokemon games in the future. Probably more Ghost Monotyping, to be honest, because that's fun. But before I say goodbye, not goodbye, before I say goodbye for today, I just want to really thank those of you who have watched live, as well as those of you who have watched the VODs for watching, because so far, in all the years I've been on YouTube, which is quite a long time by now, I think it's 8 years, this is my most well-received series ever, by far. So I really want to thank all of you, those of you who took the time to watch, even if just some of it. And I hope you all enjoyed what I made, because I definitely have fun doing it for the most part. And it just means a lot to me that... I'm gonna get a bit sentimental here, sorry, but it means a lot to me that I can entertain. Even if just a little. So, I hope you at least enjoyed everything just a little. But yeah, as I said, from next time we'll be going back to not Pokemon anymore, and probably Pokemon again at some later point, but it's been fun doing this Monotype. It's my first, like, it's my second Monotype taking, third? Okay, it's not, but it's my first, like, on-air Monotype where I've had people actually know what I'm doing, and it's been fun having you guys around to help naming and, you know, just experience the whole thing. So, it's been a blast. It definitely has. And I've got a bunch of people who have been like, hey, found it interesting from the looks of it, even just the VODs, so. But I'm rambling. I just really wanted to thank you all. And if you've gotten this far into the final episode of everything, then you're a champ. And at least in my book. So, but I'm gonna wrap up now, because I'm tired, as I've said a few times, and I think this is a good place to end. So, let's head over to our trainer card one last time. This beautiful piece of art that we managed to make. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.